Yo, what's up guys and welcome back. Finally back here in the office. Feels so good and I couldn't wait to get back. You know, I don't consider this work. This is something that I do because I'm passionate about it and I'm really glad to be back here. So thanks for joining me. And boy, what a banger we have for you today. We're looking at the Architecto puzzle by NKD. This is not yet available. This is only available on Kickstarter. I think only 44 of these will be hand assembled because they are intricate. This whole thing is based on Escher and Escher's ladder and that type of thing, sort of an illusion, but also looks like a Chris Nolan scene from Inception, which is kind of why we went with that intro. I hope you enjoyed that. They're available for the next 5 days only, so link below, check it out on Kickstarter. It's got little lights and every single little detail on this thing is just beautiful and pretty. When inspecting it, you'll find something new every time that you'll fall in love with. Mine arrived in this beautiful briefcase with all sorts of little items that came with it, such as a magnifying glass, a ruler, a caliper, a blueprint, and all sorts of really cool things. This is my favorite looking puzzle by far. Out of all the puzzles I've ever done, this is #1 aesthetically. I can't stop ranting about it, I can't stop talking about it, but I'm gonna have to right now because you guys want to get into the solve, so let's solve the Architecto puzzle. This box is absolutely beautiful. And inside this box, we have, check this out. Look at this beautiful display here. This is absolutely incredible. I mean, this is just gorgeous. You have all sorts of little architecture things, such as this beautiful ruler, a stand. We've got this little hand, which I feel might come in handy. The packaging here is just incredible. And to boot, there is a box which is stuck inside here. There is a package, and there is a lock with a combination. So I figure we might have to figure out what that combination is in order to retrieve what's in there. And of course, the blueprints. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Okay. Look at this beauty. I mean, I probably spent a good 10 minutes just staring at all the little things that are going on here. As you can see, these are all little houses, and here's the best part. Ready for this? This little cityscape lights up. You've got little street lamps here in the houses. You can see little lights. I mean, every part of this puzzle is absolutely insane. Yeah, this is definitely the most intricate puzzle I've ever seen, the most probably beautifully presented puzzle. Look at this, the door even opens here. There are little people hidden everywhere you look. It kind of has like an Escher feel to it, where it almost looks like an illusion as well. And even in here, this is crazy. There's a little mirror in there, which makes it look like this hallway goes on forever. I mean, there's just so many things to look at. Look at these buildings here. You've got this over here, which I don't even know where to start. And this side here, which has a level, a little arm and a crank here. We want to start by finding, there are numbers. I see numbers here, like this number 16 here. We want to start by finding the first number. That's where we want to start. So looking for number 1, we have 10 here. We have 8, looking for number 1. That's where we're gonna start. I see 14 over here. It's just something to behold on every corner. The plants, everything is just so beautiful. Take a look over here. We got some stairs here. We also got letters like X and Y. Number 7 is over here. A little shop right here. Look at these staircases. Look at this intricate little staircase here. Still looking for number 1. Oh wow, this is a sliding maze. So oh my gosh, this might take me a little while. Probably get the timer out. Oh, did my battery die? The battery on my timer just died. You've witnessed the death of my timer. I guess time to get a new timer. What do you guys think? Been looking for a new one anyways. So this as well. Oh, this as well can move eventually. Still looking for that number 1. Probably, I would guess it'd be on top, wouldn't it? Oh, is that 1? No, that's 8. Number 10. Now I did charge this thing up, but I don't know how long the battery will last for, so we'll test that out. We got 15, 17. We got this thing here, which does not rotate. Only this does. Oh, look, and there's a thing here that says num, so as a number, and I guess, oh. So it points to different, wow, I don't even, 16 over here. This thing pushes in kinda, slides over. Not sure, we'll get to that. 7, I see 7. Oh wow. See little diagrams on the inside here. When you pull this, it'll reveal a different picture on that. Maybe it's the door here. There's just a little man chilling in there. Over here then. Okay, doesn't seem to be super easy to find. I mean, I'm guessing I would start at the top, so let's see if anything moves around here. This here? See, this even moves out here. Eventually, that'll move. Wow. X, Y, Z. This turns. This thing will eventually go in there. Wow. Even the little rocks here, a little rock garden. Oh man, this thing is so beautiful. Where to start? For these things to move here, I'm guessing this thing has to get out of the way because otherwise there is no place for them to slide to. This is like one of those sliding puzzles. Okay, how about over here? Back to square one, really. This thing will eventually move as well. Wow, I am just enamored by this piece right here. Okay, so nothing. Again, I'm back to the top here. Now, because this is all made of like a thin wood, you want to be careful with absolutely everything you're touching. Is there a clue on the blueprint to show us where number 1 is? Number of movements for opening current configuration, 116. Possible starting points, 2. Number of moving parts, 68. Total number of pieces, 901. Wow. So it tells us nothing, but there are 116 moves. Okay. And 2 possible starting moves. So this does turn. But right now it's blocked by this little man that's sitting on the edge here. This little man here is preventing this from turning, so that is not the move. This is spring-loaded here. So this... Let me see if I can put it down over here to show you. This side actually does move like this, which gives you different indications here. I'm not sure what those indications serve, but there are lots of numbers appearing and lots of little symbols as well. Okay, that's the end of it. These are all the little houses that are on top. These diagrams here. Those are all the little houses found on top. So, okay, this one here matches with that. Oh, so this one, you see the symbol here, which is like a little arc. It's hard for you to see that, but there's like a little arc here next to a number 5 next to this house. That house is represented by this little diagram, it looks like. And I have to go to that little arch symbol here. This symbol here. There, which means that's that. And this house, which means that line would line up with this house here, right? This little line with that house here. And if we put it to the top, it does indeed line up with this one here. So that is correct. We have now correct things. And what does that tell us? Does that show us anything else? It shows us that it is 75 degrees here. What does that mean? Does that enable us to do anything to the puzzle now that we are set in the correct variation? See how all these little houses which are found on top match up to these little symbols that are beside. So this light symbol would be beside the other thing, which doesn't necessarily mean that we have to start at number 1, because there is no number 1 here as far as I can see. It starts at number 4. What would that mean? The stop is 10? Is the stop 10? No, see, the stop isn't even there. That's the stop, would be that house? No. Any of these things move. Maybe this thing now? No. Maybe this thing? No. What does this mean? They are giving us numbers, right? So it would be, oh, that's the number. Oh, so the arrow points to the symbol which connects to the house. Now, the number would be the arc. Should we write these down? I feel like we should. Let me go get a piece of paper and a pencil. Okay, let's take some notes here. As I mentioned, this little arc, which corresponds to the roof that is slanted, which is this one, is number 5, right? And which order do they go in? From top to bottom or bottom to top? Let's start bottom to top. That's 5. And this one, which is this house here, is next. And that is the number. Can we find that little tire symbol? is nowhere to be found. This little tire symbol where that number arrow is pointing to is this house, but I can't see unless it's on the inside. Cannot see on the there's nothing on the inside to observe. Should we just go and look for the tire symbol then? Or do we skip the tire symbol for now and jump straight to the electric light bulb? Do I see that anywhere? I do not. The line, however, is 8. And then the window. Okay, so let's try and figure out what that unlocked, if it unlocked anything at all. So also we have on the bottom side here, these knobs, they turn. Okay. Oh, this makes sense. Yes. Okay. Which one do we have? Okay. See the little houses here? They are matching symbols, which represent what we had on that diagram. Okay. So the flat roof was that, which was number 5. That is the flat roof on top, which was this one here, which is number 5. So the flat roof is number 5. Flat roof here. Number 5. Perfect. Not sure if you guys are catching my drift here, but we'll keep going. And then we had the number 8. And the number 8 corresponded to this line here. So that line, which is the house with the 2 slanted roofs, which is this one, is number 8. So the house with the 2 slanted roofs, which is this one here, would be number 8. We have 2 numbers. Are there any other numbers on top of here? There's 10 where the stop is, but we don't seem to have the stop here. We have a number 14 here. We have number 17 and 15 here. So 14, which is the sort of spherical symbol that you see here, which would be this one, which would give us also the house with the flat roofs. There's a configuration in here. There's a configuration. Looking through this window, you can see a configuration. However, wow, this is really masterful. I really want to try every number on that last one just to see if I can open it, which is this one here. No. Okay. Back to square one. I do believe that whatever I saw in that window is going to be the code here, which is in this window here, but I do have to move these, and I feel like I have to move this out of the way. Something is definitely stopping me from moving this, and I do not want to break it. There's an arrow pointing here as well. There's a very tiny arrow pointing right here. I mean, it shows me that I have to move it. Okay, so a few observations that I've made just now. This maze here, which we know we have to shift these pieces around, but there's one piece that needs to come out, and it's actually this piece here. This is the 5th house that appears on the other symbols. And this can actually spin upwards, but it is being stopped by the stop. So this pin needs to be either, it has an arrow here, so it needs to be pushed in so that this one is free to come up here. Don't know how to do that yet. I noticed that this might be the thing blocking it here. There's like this turny little key port. However, XYZ, the only other place we see XYZ is right here. X, Y, and Z. Now this looks like it can come out. However, this is being blocked by this wheel, and this wheel. So now these sort of Escher ladders have to be twirled in a way where this can be released, thus probably giving us a key for this, which in turn will hopefully unlock this so that house goes up. That's the observation that I've made so far. But again, nothing's budging. This as well can shift upwards. Again, not moving. As soon as this moves, then I can start moving these guys. This one here seems to, this little man over here, if I can push him in somehow, but that's also being stopped by probably this over here, which is being stopped by this man sitting here, which I don't know what's stopping that, but something's stopping that as well. So a lot of dead ends, still nothing. I've been on this for almost an hour, still have not even cracked the first move, but I feel like once we get the first move going, everything will start running smoothly. So back to it. Whoa, this little man right here. Let's give you a good look in here. It's really hard to see. But this little man just moved down. So he was up here. And And he just moved down. What does that do? What does that do, you say? I don't know. So it unlocks this maze here. Which does what? This is a maze. Look at this. So we have to navigate. We have to navigate this guy all the way through. Oh, this is cool. Was that what that little finger's for? Once I got the first step, everything afterwards falls into place. Okay, so that's there. That's at the end of its rope here, which allows us to see this here. What does this have to do with anything? Oh, it says 90 in that little square. So in there, hard to see. Oh, maybe, hold on. I gotta take my word for it. It says 90 in there. It also reveals that in here we have a little, the little street light symbol, which is number 2. I'm actually gonna write those down. It's a whole lot of symbols. Okay, let's figure out what that did now that we're here. And it looks like it's able to fit in that placement there. Oh, here we go. Whoa, cool. Oh, there you go. The little tire is 6. And this comes out. What do I have to use this for? Wait, let's turn that light back on. Maybe there's something we're missing. Why would this come out? Okay, so 6 is there. We got 2, we got 6. So let's go back to this here, our sort of cryptex, and look at what that gives us. So if we have all of these symbols lined up somewhere. What was the latest one? It was the tire. Okay, so we have, as you can see here, there's the line. We have that. The light bulb, do we have the light bulb? I think we had the light bulb somewhere. Oh yeah, the light bulb was 7. So tire 6, light bulb 7, line is 8, curved thing is 5. So the pyramid would have to, I mean, logically would be 9 or 4. And that's no as well. Okay. I don't think we're meant to open that side yet then. Let's keep going down the road here. Why would this open? What does that give me? It gave me a tool. Where would this tool fit? Looks like one of these corner pieces, so maybe, does it fit here somewhere? It doesn't really fit anywhere when you look at it. Why would they give me this? Just straight up baffled right now. Does this turn now? No. Can I move? No. Oh, this guy slides out. All the way here. What does that do? It goes from here to here. Yes, this moves up. So this went from here to here, which now allows this to turn. Let's go. And where does this turn to? Oh, it gives us more symbols. Boom. Window is 11. Window is 11. Okay, cool. Oh, I see. So 1, 2, and 3, these 3 wheels here have to align so that this piece can come out, it looks like. That can't turn yet. Has this unlocked anything over here? So this pin right here needs to move upwards, but it is blocked by something here. This guy clearly is going to move in or out, which would allow me to slide these ones. Not yet time for you either. Is it time for you over here? Not yet time for you either. Again, the stop here is going to push in as soon as this is removed, and this will be removed as soon as X, Y, and Z are removed over here. And that is only going to move until when these stairs are moved, and we've moved one of them. We want to make sure all the diagrams which are here are available in number form. We just got that window, which is there, but we're missing that window still as well, so we haven't found that. Okay, so far we've done quite a bit, and we've successfully moved one of these and still need 2 of the other wheels. Lots of other things going on here, obviously. Okay, so it looks like This angle calculator might actually come in handy. We can now calculate the pitch of the roofs. And if we do that, they will translate to the degrees here, which it says degree right there, which will give us our combination here. So let's try this. Oh wow, and it looks like it fits perfectly within there. So as you can see, that angle fits perfectly in there. So let's find the pitch of this roof here, which happens to be 65 on this roof. So if this roof, oh, this is really genius. So if that, wow. So if that's 65, let's go to 65, which is here. That roof was the triple roof. The triple roof is here, which is the light bulb. And so the light bulb is 7. So if the light bulb is 7, the triple roof is 7. Boom. Triple roof is done. Next. This looks like a place for this. Right about here. Yep. That one's there. 20. This one with the little carport is 20. So the little carport here. 20 is here. Carport is... we don't have a number for that one yet. We haven't found that one yet. Okay. That little symbol has no number yet. Can I measure this one? Again, the angles were 65 for the triple roof, 20 degrees for the carport. There's also this house, which is over here, which I cannot yet move, therefore I cannot yet calculate that either. So this one looks like it's 50. Would be the beams. We don't have the value for the beams either. So although we found a use for this, it doesn't necessarily help us out at the moment. We have measurement here, measurement here. Love that idea. If that's a thing, if this here is a thing with the angles, which gives us the values, that would be nuts. For now, we've only really got one of those down, which is this one here. Okay. Because it does fit perfectly in there. Like that's a perfect fit in there. That is 100% true. The light bulb is 7. So we just have to calculate the angles of the roofs here, but some of them are not accessible. Like this one is accessible, and that one is 20. So that one as well is 20. So this one equals light bulb, which equals 7. This one, 20, just to make sure here, which is the one with the carport. This one, which is this thing, which equals, we don't know yet. And then 50, we assume it's 50, because it's the closest one I can measure, which is the normal house, which is the beam of iron, and which we don't know the value of that either. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, here we go. So this moves. Oh, okay. Here we go. This comes back. So there's another labyrinth right here that we have to navigate through. Just like this. And boom, which now, let's use that little hand. Where's that little hand? Here it is. This probably goes up. Yes. Because that goes up, this can now go here, and the window is 18. The other window here, that is 18. Cool, nice. Which unlocks this thing. We still have one left to unlock, which is this side here. Now, because this moved, does that open anything else up for us? Yes! This guy here finally gets pushed in. So therefore, now we can start sliding these things around. Oh, what? So we've moved this up as high as it goes. Seems to be a little button in there. Oh. Oh, hello. Hello. Here we go. Oh, the square. We now have the cube, which is 1, which is right here. And we have the angle, which is here. Little protractor thing, whatever that's called. I don't know. And that goes up and out like this. And that is number 13. 13. What does that do? Oh, oh, I can slide this now. So this went from here to here. That goes up. This now turns. That window is now 6. Why does that say 18? Oh, it's a different window. And this should be able to come out now. We have a key. Key goes into this hole over here. Let's go. Yes! This house now comes up. Click. Which then, oh. Little map here. I'm guessing we have to replicate that using this here. So those are the top-down schematics. Wow, that is unbelievable. That is insane. Oh my God, this is awesome. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got the cogwheel there, which is 12. I'm just gonna write cogwheel because I can't draw one. 12, and here we go. We have to replicate that house. This one has to be over there. Oh, pyramid is 4. Tetrahedron, sorry, is 4. That's the middle one. That one is on this side. That one has to go on that side. Boom. Boom. Oh. Is that a button in there? So when I push down on this middle part, these 2 pegs stick out right here. I have all the variables now. I actually have that last angle of this house as well. So maybe that's it. Maybe the key here is to somehow measure out the angle of the last house. Yeah. That angle is 35, which equals, and that roof is the this one here, which is the lightning symbol. 35, which is the lightning symbol, which equals 17. This one we have now, which is 13. We still don't have the iron symbol, which is the stop sign, which is, stop sign is 10. So the only one we're missing is the iron beam. Do we just miss it somewhere? Is it just like hidden in plain sight? So, I mean, we can at this point probably guess what the last one is by turning the other ones, yeah? Let's have a look. So, triple pitch house is 7. Got it. The one with the carport is 13. Got it. A 35-degree angle, which would be which one? which would be that new house that we just measured, which is this one here, which is 17. Got it. And this one is 10. Got it. So now, all we're missing is that last one, which is the iron, which is which one? The house looking one, this one here. And look, iron's got to be, okay, we got 1, 2, 3. No, 3. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It could be 3. It could be 9. Oh, it was 3. Here we go. So this came down. What does that unlock? Yes, there's a little slit here which it unlocks. That goes into there. What does that unlock down here? So here, this switch here just went here, went all the way in there because this one was up here. It had to have unlocked this last one. Is there another combination I have to find? Because I have all these other combinations left. We are very close. What if I push? Whoa! Let's go! Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, the architect. He's there in his lab and he's making things. How freaking dope is that? Those are the symbols that I've been seeing earlier. Those are just to throw me off. They're just like posters on this guy's wall. Wow. Unbelievable. So wait. Oh, wait. Those there. The box that we had a combination lock. This is actually sick. We had a combination lock and we had a lock box here. Let me put this aside for now. In his living room, he had tire square light bulb right there. 617. 617. Yes. Oh, wow. NKD playing cards. No way. Ce jeu de cartes bénéficie d'un design original. Il a été réalisé entièrement en bois de bouleau de la meilleure qualité qui soit. Il est sans encre et constitué de matériaux renouvelables. So this is an original deck made entirely by wood. The best birch, best quality birch, and made entirely from sustainable resources. Wow. That is actually incredible. Any jokers? There you go. There are the jokers. Double backs. Got a blank card there. And a joker. And another joker. Wow. Well, hot dang. We did it. We solved the Architecto puzzle. Probably. Oh, there we go. Hot dang. We solved the Architecto puzzle. This thing is amazing. I mean, look at this. Just a work of art. It probably took me, what did it take me? 10 minutes to put back together? 4 hours almost in total, but 3-4 hours to solve in total. 10 minutes to put this thing back together. So that's one of my favorite things about puzzles, when they're hyper complicated because they're actual steps and it's not just random, but then you just retrace the steps real quickly and you can put it back. And this is a beautiful little stand it comes on. We're gonna prop it up here for a second. I'm guessing this goes like this. Voila! You can even turn it on here, look at this. Bing! Look at that beautiful, beautiful presentation. The Architecto puzzle by NKD. 100% my favorite looking puzzle and definitely top 3 puzzles I've ever solved. What a way to come back to the channel. Very happy I got to do this. Very happy you guys checked it out. Don't forget to check out the Kickstarter that they left below. Follow them on Instagram. Do all that lovely stuff. I'm gonna take a break. My brain's a bit fried right now, not gonna lie. I'm trying to get some videos ready for later this week and next week. So guys, stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you on the next video. Peace. hit that.